Hey, man, what's up? What's happening? You already know who it is and what it is. It's your boy, Nephew Q, and it's the first time tuning in to the world's most dangerous sports show. And I have with me in the building, y'all already know who it is. It's the legend around Lexington. If you don't know who this man is, you've been living underneath a rock pretty much your whole dang on life. We got Sir Pick'em Petey in the building as we have B Legend spinning up in this joint. He came through spit. Look, he got a smile on the eye. B, what's going on, baby? But anyways, we got Pick'em Petey in the building. Go and introduce yourself one time for the one time.
Good people of BTG, man. We got the. Well, I think this is the original game, man.
I just realized that.
Man, it's the OGs,
I
man.
just realized that. But Pete, you've been gone for a while, so. Since you've been gone, a lot of things have been transpiring, right?
Uh-huh.
And one of those things that has transpired is one of our OG compadres has been out here in OnlyFans. And for the people who are listening right now, y'all already know who it is. It is 2024 highest grossing male on OnlyFans. We got Dark Diggler, a.k.a. B Legend in the building. B, what's happening with you, folks? Boy, but you know what? If I can't do nothing else, I'm gonna give you an intro. If I can't do nothing else,
hey man, I'm doing all right, man. I just got work, man.
Yes, sir.
I see you got the PV hat on.
Yeah, I got the PV hat on, man. I mean, the fans just let me off the website. I just got
shout out to Prairie View. Shout out to Prairie View.
I ain't got no things on.
Oh, you ain't got no thing. Did Greensburg you did that? Or you got it when you was down there for the?
I got it when I went.
Okay.
When I got him, yeah, he get something. I guess he gave it to me. So.
Okay, here you go, Pops. I get you.
On that campus.
Yeah.
Put B Nasty on that campus.
Oh, he was there. He was there.
I was there.
Homecoming.
You like it? B Legend.
80,000, 90,000 people.
I'm trying to tell you,
dude, it was unbelievable.
He came. Was it not last week? Because you weren't here last week. Was the week before that?
It was a couple
weeks. We was out there chopping it up. He was telling Q.
I'll show you.
He's like Q.
Q. Let's save it to after. So I might lose my train of thought.
But anyways, man, thank y'all for tuning in to today's show. Let's get right on into it. Something that Pick'em Petey wanted to talk about, and I'm sure that's gonna perk B Legend's antenna is Coach Prime. Is there a vendetta or something that the NCAA has against Coach Prime right now? And if y'all haven't seen the clip, Coach Prime, Travis Hunter he didn't make the Jim Thorpe finalist list. I don't know how and why he didn't make that list, but Coach Prime had a lot to say about that. Colorado lost this past weekend. They was ranked number 16 in the coaches poll, I believe, and they lost to Kansas, and now they're no longer in the coaches poll, but they're in the AP poll at 25. At 25 right now. So I'm gonna throw it over to the fellas. Fellas, do y'all think the NCAA has a vendetta against Coach Prime? Pick 'em. What's your thoughts, man?
Man, absolutely, 1,000%. And you know, my feelings about it is, all right, we can't do anything to you, Coach Prime.
Mm-hmm.
You getting your money, you getting your $5 million a year plus your $200,000 a game per win, and you built Colorado to put them on a national stage.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't do anything to you. But we can go at your heartstrings.
We can get them.
We can get them. Because Shador and Travis Hunter, they will not, I promise, watch what I tell y'all, they will not be on any list for a finalist.
You don't think so?
College.
Well, we already know
sports.
Hunter. Even the Heisman? You don't think neither one of them going to be in the Heisman?
Genty wins the Heisman.
I'm feeling that way,
State.
too.
It's
the running back from Boise State.
Is it Genty?
Yeah, I know you're talking.
I agree. I mean,
yeah, he wins the Heisman, but you know now Hunter might get invited. I doubt he gets invited.
Wow, you really don't think he even gonna get invited?
I don't think that he's gonna get invited.
That's crazy.
I don't think college football wanted Prime to climb the mountain that fast.
1 year.
One year
at Colorado, yeah.
Right.
Remember after the Oregon game, he said, "Y'all better get me now.
You better get him.
You
now.
better get me now."
So he does all the talking. You know, when you're climbing a mountain, Coach Prime he has the band climbing the mountain behind him. It's loud, you know, and I just don't think college football wanted him to do that. That's why they fell out of the college football playoffs with 3 losses. But yet Alabama loses last weekend. And they still trying to put Alabama in. They are trying to find a way to put Alabama in this NCAA playoff, which is crazy to me. Alabama is done.
Dunzo.
Stick a fork in them. Georgia, Dunzo.
And
Texas is the new team in the SEC.
in the words of Pick'em Pete, guys,
This ain't it.
this ain't it.
This ain't it.
This
Well,
ain't it.
but I'm not really that impressed. To be honest, I'm not really that impressed with Boise State and their schedule. I mean,
There you go.
to be honest,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's okay.
I mean, because
and I get it. You play who you play.
What they in the Pac-12 or the what? The
Pac-
WAC.
WAC.
There's so many teams that
Yeah,
whack.
Are they playing
No bad.
Wyoming and
Nevada.
Like
Yeah. Las
Las
Vegas.
And so what happens? What happens? Do they go out there and in the playoffs and get smacked?
If they get
Another
a bye,
TCU
if they
situation?
get a bye,
They gonna get a bye.
I would beg if I was a college football program,
To
a
play
big time, to put Boise State as my second round.
Please.
game. Will you? Please.
Yeah,
Please.
because they're gonna. I mean, again, I ain't got nothing negative to say about them. I mean, good for them, but they don't play in that conference that's bringing that type of heat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So while that guy is he's doing this thing and he's got his he's getting his yards, dude. I mean, you talking about a dude that's a two-way player.
And a official two-way player.
Now,
100 snaps a game.
I would have to disagree and say there's no. It would shock me if Travis Hunter is not invited to New York.
That's why I was saying, like,
that would shock me. I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm just saying that would shock me.
Yeah.
And not only would it shock me, it would shock probably most of the sports world, college sports world, football. That he wouldn't be invited. I mean, they've been talking about this the whole time. I mean, what dude do you know that's a two-way player doing the things that Travis does?
I haven't seen one since Prime.
But at the same time,
Last one I seen was Woodson.
But
even he wasn't full. He wasn't even full time both ways though, like Travis is.
But even still, go back to the original question. I mean, you talk about Prime. I mean, dude, he's a different dude. Like, I mean, and he don't fit in nowhere.
Stands out.
Yeah, he just he just doesn't. I mean, this dude's on the field at a night game coaching the game with sunglasses. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's cool with me.
Yeah,
I got you.
But I'm just saying, if you step back and you look at all these guys, just step back and look at them. Look at your big guys that's coaching. Guy coaching Alabama. Look at Debo. Look at Dabo, not Debo. Dabo Swinney. You look at all these dudes coaching these teams. Even Sarkisian. All these dudes. Ain't none of them dudes like him. But I also think that but here's the thing that I think a lot of the hate comes from with him is because even with the NIL money, right? He makes sure that Shador, Travis, and Shiloh, they get paid.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get them paid.
They get paid.
You can believe that.
And people got an issue with how they getting paid. I mean, now again, I don't knock it. It don't bother me, but people have an issue. College football has an issue. They don't like what he's doing.
But what is he doing though? We're gonna answer that question in a minute. Hold on, we got a call on the line. Caller, what's your name, man?
This is Alvin. What's going on, Q?
Hey, what's going on, Alvin? So we're talking about the Colorado Coach Prime situation. Do you think the NCAA has a vendetta against Coach Prime, or is it just par for the course?
I don't think they have a vendetta for him. I think he brings a show to collegiate football that's probably not been seen before. It is different in contrast for, white universities. Seemingly that blacks have always done good at the collegiate level. I don't think racism is a factor. I think that Coach Prime is liked by college football analytical guys that sit in the broadcast booths at ESPN and Fox. I think that you have a situation where a guy is flamboyant. He has rappers on the sidelines. He has NFL greats on his coaching staff, and he's winning. So I don't think that those things should be looked at as a negative, but really should be looked at as a positive. And he's been in the spotlight since he played with the Atlanta Falcons, Dallas Cowboys, and the San Francisco 49ers, becoming a two-time Super Bowl champion with both franchises, 49ers and Dallas. So I think we just need to look at the job that he's doing now and hope that he will be successful next year. go into a bowl game and win, and hopefully his son Shador don't get injured moving forward, and hopefully Travis goes and win the Heisman, win the other awards that his name has been connected to, and now there's talk about the fact that he should be part as a nominee with the Jim Thorpe Award as the best cornerback in the nation. They don't understand why he has not been awarded that. I see Travis Hunter winning 3 awards to include the Heisman in New York City.
Go ahead, Pete.
Heisman. No, I don't see Travis winning the Heisman.
Alvin, Pete don't even see Travis even going to the Heisman ceremony.
I heard that. I think that Travis has not had any negative pushback about the brass of college football to include Nick Saban as others. He's always getting a whole bunch of accolades, being a two-way player, something that has not been seen for decades at the collegiate level, playing on every snap, no injuries. I think that you have to give consideration to that, and you continue to get those accolades as far up at the NFL levels. So I don't know how you would say that he's not going to be invited to New York. I think he gets an invite. It'd be a close race, but I don't think that any of the other players that will be candidates will do enough in the last few weekends to knock him out of contention of winning that prestigious award.
Man, straight like that. Alvin, man, appreciate all the support. Appreciate you for calling in, my guy. Keep calling in, keep supporting. We appreciate it.
Keep doing good. I appreciate what you do for UK football on Saturdays with your class, your guys with the radio station, Alan Cutler and Matthew Lawrence. You do a great job. Thank you a lot.
Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate that more than you know. Appreciate that, Alvin. We got a this is from Mags. He says Travis should be on the Thorpe list, but I also think that some coaches like their team to operate with a chip on their shoulder. This is just fuel for that fire and not really a big deal. He'll be Heisman and several other awards along with it. I guess pretty much go piggybacking behind what Alvin was saying. Go ahead, Pete.
Again,
You just don't see. What don't you see, Pete?
No, he plays both ways.
Right.
Yes, I give Travis Hunter that. His talent is great. He is a great talent. He will be a top 5 pick. He will be a top 5 pick.
Okay.
But his stats just don't jump off the sheet at you.
Oh my gosh, Pete.
His stats don't jump off the sheet. And at the end of the day,
Pete.
No knock. You can't knock somebody for being talented enough to play both sides of the ball. But I think that if he focused on one side of the ball,
Pete,
that his stats will be.
Do you know, when I posted the clip, before we go to commercial break real quick, do you know I posted that clip of you saying CP3 is not a Hall of Fame player? And people was coming at me. I didn't say it.
No, they probably agree with you.
One person did agree with you.
That's what I'm saying.
One person did agree with you.
It's always people going to agree with you,
Oh, yeah, Chuck, you wasn't here for that.
I heard.
I just keep it all the way a buck. Hey, but
he said CP3 is not a Hall of Fame player. Chuck.
He's going to the Hall of Fame.
For what? We're not going to go down that. We're not going to go down
that. What was his question? I'm just throwing it out here. Why did Vince Carter go to the Hall of Fame?
He won slam dunk contest.
Oh my gosh!
Go to commercial.
I'm going commercial. Yeah, Chuck. Yep. We going to take a quick commercial break.
Why did T-Mac go?
He was rookie of the year.
We going to take a quick commercial break on WLXU 93.9 FM. When we come back, we'll get into some Saquon Barkley. Is he the MVP? Pick'em Pete is in rare form. Pick'em Pete is officially back, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all didn't know who he was before, y'all definitely know who he is now. As we can take a quick commercial break on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I gotta see it.
I see your comment. How I put it up here now?
Who's that?
He said, Max. He said his DB stats don't jump off the page at you because he doesn't really get thrown at like that. He said that's why you don't see him have a lot of interceptions and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do that. My bad.
Playing in a conference that don't really have good wide receivers.
Oh, they got no. Well, that is true too. You know, but shit. I mean, they must have did something.
We'll get to see what
Kansas
he
got
in the
him.
league. Travis is gonna do it. He's gonna do his thing, but he's not gonna win any of these college football awards.
Chuck said, go commercial break.
He might didn't win MVP. I mean, freshman. I
didn't say he didn't win. I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
And then Vince Carter won dunk contest. He won that twice, didn't he? Just once.
He won it once. Yeah, he won it once. Yeah.
So Vince Carter.
TC, you listening to this? I hope you listen. I see you hopped on the live. I hope you listening.
So I mean, if that's the case, then D Brown is he going?
I don't even know who D Brown is. I don't even know who D Brown is.
What you say, Pete? Moving along.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh, man, he won.
Next.
Oh, he the one who looked over his elbow.
Oh my God, we can't do this.
Yes, we can. We can, and we are going to.
You know, while we on commercial break, what has Chris Paul done? He's just played 20-some years.
Well, I think how it's gonna roll out.
You really gonna entertain this?
Oh yeah, I mean,
okay.
It's just conversation.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's gonna play out for him being, steals leaders.
Steals leader.
I mean, high in steals.
He's not number one in nothing.
I didn't say he was number
Hey,
one.
Pete, I know another guy who ain't number one.
That's what I said. It sounds like another person I know.
I know somebody else who ain't number one in nothing. Nothing.
No more.
He ain't got the most championships, the most points, the most MVPs, the most nothing. Y'all love him.
Highest grocery shoe though.
I mean, that matters. You got the shoe. Welcome back to Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9
Y'all
FM.
disrespect. Ain't nowhere in the world y'all gonna be disrespectful like that. We ain't gonna even go.
All we were saying is
you gonna say just because that man ain't number one in no categories that Jordan should not be a Hall of Famer.
No. We're not saying he should be a Hall of Famer. No. Not
Jordan's
that.
up there with Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
So he's always
He's in the fashion Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Man, come on.
It's like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Jordan.
Hey man, go to Saquon.
You don't want to talk about it, Chuck? You don't want to talk about it?
Y'all are not getting me.
You don't want to talk about the greatest shoe. Hey, it's Jordan.
Peter.
It's Jordan and then Al Bundy as far as greatest shoe salesman ever.
Oh my goodness.
Ever.
Boy,
Ever.
not doing it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Y'all gonna make me play Mariah.
Happy holidays. Speaking of, MVPs and whatnot, I was going to wait till Drew came to talk about this, but I don't know if Drew's going to pop up, but so we're going to get on into it. Saquon Barkley and the backwards hurdle has suddenly put himself into the MVP conversation. For me, the MVP list goes Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Saquon Barkley, then there's everybody else. So the Saquon Barkley, that's what I said. I didn't stutter, and if I did stutter, you'd have heard me twice. Josh Allen, he's doing more with less
Lamar
this year.
Jackson shouldn't be in there either.
I don't. Okay. Where's Ralph at when I need him? But anyways, so fellas, hold on, before we get to that. Pete, you don't think Lamar Jackson should be in the MVP race?
I'm going to see how many. Lamar got 3-4 losses this year?
He should be in the MVP race?
Nah, he should not be in there, man.
Is it because of the losses?
Man, you add the greatest,
Pete,
one of the greatest running backs of all time,
Pete,
man.
No, Diddy, I love you, bro.
I love you too, Q, man.
I love you, bro.
We just keep it our way.
So Lamar Jackson's no MVP?
I'm gonna say what people think, man. No, Lamar Jackson's not in the MVP discussion. He should not be.
Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry should.
So
Derrick Henry is one of the greatest running backs of all time.
Okay.
But he's already over 1,000 yards. Him and Saquon, I think, are the only
right.
two backs. Derrick Henry has 15 to 20 touchdowns. Saquon's getting up there. But Jalen Hurts takes a lot of Saquon's touchdowns with the brotherly shove. And but
Pete, Saquon is on pace to blow up the rushing record this year, man. Like he's on pace
to get over 2,000.
Yeah,
man.
he's on pace to also crush the total yards from scrimmage this year. And you still ain't feeling that? No?
Nah, man. I mean, he got 1392. Derrick Henry got 1325, man. I mean,
who's the better running back? Saquon?
Derrick Henry? No, there's not even a question.
Damn question now. Chuck.
I
didn't know Lamar Jackson was leading in passing yards though, but I mean he's up there with Geno Smith and Joe Burrow. So the competition, Patrick Mahomes is having an off season.
So you saying he's only up there by default?
Yeah, man, that's up there. Because Patrick Mahomes is having an off season right now,
Pete,
man. I mean,
you are something, boy. You are something else. You are something else, boy. So Saquon be leading the MVP charge?
Yes,
He should.
1,000%. Yes.
Okay, Saquon. So if you had to put your top 3 MVP candidates, who would you put at this point in the season? Was this week 12? We're going into
13.
week going to week
13.
13.
Saquon, Jamar Chase, and then Derrick Henry.
I told you get off the air.
You just told me how many
told you
games
not
did
to.
Lamar Jackson lose? Jamar Chase is what, 2 or 3
He ain't
games
even in the
under
playoff.
500.
He ain't even
He don't have control over that. All he can do is catch the ball when it's thrown his way.
I told you good commercial. Don't come
JC
back.
one's always
I'm
open.
just gonna start playing Christmas tunes, man.
Hey, man, JC one's always open, man.
I'm gonna just start. So
That's what he say. He always.
He's always open.
Yeah.
He's always so he can't deliver the ball to
so,
himself.
so Joe Burrow's fault.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Joey B.
Oh, Joey B. So you had Jamar Chase, Saquon, and who?
No, Saquon, Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry.
Saquon, Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry.
Jamar Chase has 12 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards receiving. I think he's the only wide receiver. I believe he is. No, he is the only wide receiver in the NFL that has over 1,000 yards receiving this year.
This is crazy.
You know, he has 12 touchdowns. He can't throw the ball to himself.
This is crazy.
But, you know, in the NFL, they're going to give
They're gonna give it to
the quarterback
Yeah.
the MVP.
So do you think this is the year a non-quarterback wins?
I would hope so. I'm tired of seeing quarterbacks win the
It's
MVP.
become a quarterback
Yeah,
award.
man.
So, legend. Time to make some sense out of all of this, man. Saquon Barkley, MVP front runner right now.
I would say so.
Okay.
I would think so. I mean, you know, what did he put up? 267?
255.
255?
255 on the ground.
No,
270, I believe.
Yeah,
total
something
yards.
like that. I mean, you know, what he's doing is phenomenal. You know, here's the crazy part, right? You know, it makes the New York Giants look really silly.
Beyond silly.
Like, I mean,
And it makes, not to cut you off, it makes them look even sillier because they had the hard knocks and people got to see the whole process
Yeah.
of them letting Saquon go.
yeah, I mean, it's just insane. I mean, that even though, you know, you let Danny Dimes go and et cetera, Saquon still should be your face of your, you know, because it wasn't like he wanted to leave. I mean,
No, he wanted-
he just
Which I
wanted to
don't
be,
want him to
stay.
he wanted to get paid. I mean, which is understandable. And then on top of that, you let him go to a division, opponent.
Division,
yeah.
That made absolutely no sense whatsoever. So it's not surprising. Actually, what really surprised me about Saquon and the Eagles was the fact that they got off to such a bad start. Because I figured with Saquon, they would be doing exactly what they're doing now, which is, you know, basically just dominating.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts' fault.
You know,
They cut they stride now.
but I think this really goes back to, you know, when we started talking about Jalen Hurts and stuff like that, some of the conversations that we had a while back, you know, about quarterbacks. And so the question is, you know, is Jalen Hurts, you know, one of the top quarterbacks? You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, because his ability to run and things like, I'm not saying he can't throw the ball because he can throw the football, but I'm just saying in terms of, you know, you think about what Saquon has done. You think about, you say, oh, well, you know, Jalen Hurts has good numbers where he's, you know, but he does a lot of tush push and stuff like that. But he, you know, he throws the ball. But he's on that team. He's not the valuable player. It is Saquon. The hands down. Without Saquon, they're done.
Is Saquon playing for the Eagles the equivalent of KD joining the Warriors?
No, I don't think so.
Ooh, that might
Saquon,
be.
KD grabbing. No.
Yes.
why?
Because you have AJ Brown, you have Jalen Hurts, you have that defensive front.
But
And-
they have not been that good this year defensively. They have not been.
Okay.
Right.
This
So,
year.
so you look at Jalen Hurts and Steph Curry, right?
I would
Then
say,
you got AJ Brown. It's Klay Thompson.
That's okay.
Then you got Draymond as the defensive front,
Okay.
and then you add KD.
because they couldn't beat Pat Mahomes, and in this scenario, Pat Mahomes is LeBron.
I
so-
would say that I would make that comparison if he would have went to the Chiefs. Then I would have said that that would have been the same equivalent of KD, you know.
Yeah.
Joining. That's what I would, because to me Philadelphia is not that good. I mean, they're good, but they're not that good.
You don't think they're Super Bowl?
9-2, 10-2, 9-2.
Nah.
Even at
well, hold on. I mean, who they playing, Petey?
Yeah, they.
I mean, who they playing? I mean, their division's terrible. I mean,
They got the Dallas Cowboys
you
in
got
that
the
division,
Commanders in there.
they terrible. They've been playing great, and everybody was on that hype train.
which is crazy because Bo Nix has more passing touchdowns than Jaden
But
Daniels.
you know, they should have lost to the Bears, and they didn't.
right.
You know,
My Bucks got 'em.
They got Petey. They got beat by the Cowboys.
That was at the beginning of the season.
That messed up everybody's money.
Now they lost to the.
Tell me how you really feel, Chuck.
They lost to the Vikings.
Tell me how you really feel,
They
Chuck.
lost to the Vikings and the Falcons.
Yeah, and the Cowboys.
Who, the Eagles?
No, I'm talking about the Commanders.
Oh, we talking about. Oh, yeah, we not.
Yeah, and so when you talk about that division, right? You talking about the Cowboys are terrible.
Right.
Washington's not that good.
Yeah, they not there yet.
And the Giants really. So
Danny DeVito.
right, so they should dominate, that division, right?
They should, yeah.
And then depending on who they played, you said they lost to the Vikings
And the Falcons.
and the Falcons.
Early in the season.
Again, early in the season. Now that was a game that Kirk Cousins went off.
Right.
Right?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that happens. But
That was the Mike Vick Bowl.
other than that, I mean, who else they didn't play? They didn't play nobody great.
So the NFC is basically Lions and everybody else is what you're telling me.
I mean, I like the Lions. I like Green Bay. Philly. But I think personally, if you just call a spade, it's going to come down to Detroit and Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
That's the NFC championship.
That's I mean, cause
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be San Francisco. Let's kill all the noise.
Yeah.
It ain't nobody in NFC West. It ain't gonna be
Bang
San
bang.
Francisco.
No bang bang Niner game.
No.
Tap, please. Tap, please.
Absolutely.
I love it.
There's nothing there. You just go through the NFC. I mean, who's there? I mean, what competitive team is there that's going to be able to compete? It's either Philly, Green Bay, or
I don't like Green Bay.
I don't
the only
either.
thing,
I don't
only
really
thing
either.
about Green Bay is you don't want to play in Lambeau Field.
But I'm just saying.
And the winter,
in December.
Yeah, in December,
But I'm
January.
just, well, I'm gonna give it 4 teams.
Okay.
But the reality to it is, it's only gonna come down to 2.
Don't say the Vikings, please.
I won't say the Vikings.
Oh my goodness.
But they're not gonna win.
So these are the 4 teams that could possibly knock them off, but you ain't got no faith in them.
No.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
No,
Shoot.
ain't no way. I would the 4 teams in the NFC to win the NFC is the Vikings, Green Bay, Detroit, and Philly.
So you got 3 NFC North
3
teams in there.
NFC North teams. Because think about it. You tell me who. Just think about it. You tell me who else in the NFC is going to be able to. It ain't. I mean, go through it. It ain't
That's what I'm-
Carolina. It ain't. It ain't
the
Tampa.
Falcons.
It ain't Falcons. It
It
ain't
ain't who,
New
Tampa?
Orleans.
You said Tampa?
It's not going to
Nah,
be Tampa.
not Tampa.
No. It's not
The
gonna-
Cardinals.
I'm going to cut both of y'all, Mike.
Cardinals could compete, but I don't see any
Kyler
big
Murray,
game.
yeah.
I don't see that happening. Right, go out west. Right, it ain't gonna be San Francisco. It ain't gonna be Seattle.
Cardinals.
Cardinals. It ain't gonna be none of that. It ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be the Rams. So you take that out. You go to the Central Division. I already got 3 out of there. Right, and then you go to the East. What do you got? Then you go down to the South. So you tell me, who's it gonna be? Ain't nobody else coming out of the NFC.
Yeah.
I mean, when you put it like that, I mean, before the season started, I had the Chiefs and the Lions in the Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there.
See, he pulled his Bucks head off.
Yeah.
Because I'm about tired of both of y'all today. I'm about tired of both of y'all.
You know dang on well.
Watch when we get healthy. I'm using Chris Jones. Wait till we get
Oh,
healthy.
that's right. Shaq Barrett coming out of retirement.
Yeah, we got Shaq Barrett. We got Mike Evans back. Wait till we get Chris Godwin back. Super Bowl run,
Chris
baby.
Godwin, he's done.
Wait till he come back.
Nah, he won't be back.
What did I say?
Next year.
Exactly. So when
I
you break
tell
that down,
I'm
PD,
about
you
to say
tell
y'all
me
right.
Yeah,
what's happening in the NFC.
It's Detroit and Tampa.
NFC North. It's the NFC North.
It's the NFC North. You got, I mean, those are 3 of your better teams in the NFC.
I can't wait till the Chiefs lose. I can't wait.
I mean, the Chiefs have a great chance to lose this year.
Oh, they're going to lose.
They have a great chance to lose.
And I can't wait. I might do a show that night.
Nobody beating them except the Ravens.
All I'm saying, I see it's a great chance for them to lose, but I'm
You
not
don't even
saying.
like Lamar. You don't even like Lamar.
Not Derrick Henry's there.
Okay.
Now
And I
you go,
do like Lamar, but Derrick Henry's there.
now you go to the AFC, that's a whole different conversation.
Right. I got
I
you.
mean, you
got Josh Allen,
you got
the
a bunch of
Bills.
Stop.
You got Josh Allen in the Bills.
All right, y'all. To win,
He said, "All right, y'all."
To win the Super Bowl. Yeah, let's bring this in. Let's bring this Josh Allen.
Hold on, Pete. Let me take a quick commercial. Hold on to that thought. Let me take a quick commercial break on Beyond the Game on WLXU 93.9 FM. Pete is going to tell me why Josh Allen has no hopes of winning the Super Bowl or beating anybody in the playoffs when we come back.
I ain't no fan of Josh Allen either.
What? Man, if y'all go back and look at a tweet in 2018.
Daniel, where you at?
Say what you want to say.
Daniel, where you at?
Say what you want to say. But that team is not good enough to beat none of those
That's
teams.
what I was. You got to have. You got to
in the
have.
AFC. It's not
Stars on your team.
They beat Kansas City. That's fine. They beat them in Orchard Park. That's fine.
Yeah.
But that game's got to come back through Kansas City,
Right.
and they ain't gonna beat them in Kansas City.
Ain't worried about that.
Ain't gonna happen.
Not
Go
worried
back,
about
go,
that.
go back and look at Jamal's tweet in
I'm not going back and looking at nothing.
2018.
I ain't looking at
He
nothing.
said he's cat. Talking about Josh Allen. Said he's cat. We already done already broke down his.
Y'all see what I deal with in here, man.
He's
What?
Y'all see what I deal with?
I mean,
I got a
it's true.
LeBron hater and a Josh Allen hater.
I'm not a Josh Allen hater. I don't even watch Josh Allen.
So you don't watch him enough to hate him?
What is it to watch?
I ain't no hater. I just speak the truth.
Y'all listening to this,
The
man?
Buffalo wings up there are terrible.
Man, y'all help me make sense of this, bruh.
Ain't nothing make sense of.
No, man.
Stephen Franklin said Philly looks tough. Hey, Buford, we got to get y'all in here soon, man.
Bang bang Niner gang. Coach Bew, bang bang Niner gang.
You don't want to hear that.
Nah, he don't.
He might report our show. He might report it to Facebook for bullying.
Oh man. Yeah, they so bad.
Nah, you know what? Nah, yeah, say that. Because you know what? Coach Bew, he been picking against Bryan Station all year.
I know, man.
Hater.
We ain't messing with them, man.
Did Douglas lose yet?
Nah, Douglas ain't losing.
They play Friday. They play Trinity.
Douglas is going to the state championship.
They
And
play-
they're going to win it.
they play
Because they're
Trinity.
going to end up playing Rao or Great Crossing. Oh, my goodness. Who wouldn't want that? I think everybody in 6A would love to play either Rao or Great Crossing in the state championship.
Listen. What? For at least the next 2 to 3 months.
Shout out to Broncos, man. Douglas Broncos, great. Go to Louisville on Friday, take care of business.
Is that
man.
the championship?
No, it's the semifinals.
Semifinal?
But then, you might as well say they win that game. You can go to Kroger
Who they
Field and
play?
take a nap.
They play Trinity Friday.
Play Trinity Friday at Trinity.
I'm all money on Trinity.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Hey, y'all sleep. Hey,
You
Trinity,
like-
Trinity don't have it.
They don't?
Trinity's not that. Trinity is. People are talking about.
I don't want to talk about that.
I do.
Their name.
Go ahead.
Just because of their name. Douglas has. They have a team full of dogs. All right, the Talbot boys, Corey,
The way,
Caden Clay.
the way that they manipulated the city and took all the kids.
Tell me
how you really feel, Chuck.
There's not a kid in 6A. If Stroutman can just drop back and throw the ball down the field, there's not a kid in 6A that can guard Avion Chenault. Avion will have if Douglas had to throw the football, they could throw the ball to Avion Chenault 20 times a game. He would have 18 catches, 400
But they
yards,
won't.
and 10 touchdowns.
But they won't.
Are you saying this offensive play calling?
No.
Okay.
They don't have to throw the ball because they can line it up and run it. Lavelle Martin, he's spearheading the offensive line, man. He's doing his thing. They are running. Jackson Dowles is out there on the end. Howard Carter's in there. These are all the kids out of here growing up. I know they can play the game of football. And I know they grade go up 64 and they grade bust Trinity. They beat Trinity by 2 touchdowns. It's not even going to be close. And people going to say, oh, well, Trinity was young. And then Douglas goes on and they win their second state championship.
You hear this, Chuck?
I really don't care.
You heard it? I care. I care because my
I
son,
love it.
me and my son,
I love
I've been
859. I'm Lexington through and through. I always want everybody in Lexington to win, especially when we playing against Louisville.
Oh, well, yeah. Lil Q, he's thinking about, maybe hopping over to Douglas himself. So we discussing it. Lil Q, my son, Lil Q.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you talking
He's
about-
a Haze. He's a Haze. You
Yeah,
already in the
so he-
pipeline,
I thought you
man.
talking about your son.
Nah, my son, he gone to college.
Yeah, KP grade he grade make his choice.
Yeah, it's over.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, he done.
We out of Lex.
Oh,
It's over
yeah.
with.
Ain't no question.
I got Bryan Station gear for sale.
Why you got to sell? Just give it away.
Huh?
Man, just throw it in there and burn it.
Nah,
Wait
we
a
gotta
minute,
sell
wait a
it.
minute,
Hey,
Chuck.
nah,
Now, wait a
wait,
minute.
wait,
Now,
no.
watch your mouth, Chuck. Watch your
I'm
mouth.
just
We on the
saying.
north side.
I'm
Pete, go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead. Give me your take on your horrible take on Josh Allen
Man,
that you was about
Josh
to do.
Allen, man. Hey, y'all, let's stop the fluff, man. Like the Bills, they don't have. There's no star power. Okay,
Josh Allen?
and no, he's not. All right, what has he done?
Amazing things.
He's won 2 playoff games, 3 playoff games. With 3 playoff games, we not worried about.
Oh,
There's
Josh Allen has won the same amount of playoff games as Lamar Jackson, but you give Lamar Jackson, faith.
You heard what I said.
You said Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
But you look at
He got Dalvin Cook.
we're looking at Josh Allen and we're like, with the Bills coming in, I don't think the Bills, if they play the first round in the wild card, they play Saturday night. They get beat Saturday night.
Wow.
The Bills are not. They're not a threat.
So you said nobody fears the Bills.
No.
Okay.
Everybody in the AFC, the Bengals said, we hope we get in and we can play Josh Allen and the Bills.
The Bills are saying the same thing about the Bengals.
No.
And
they don't want
Jamar
that.
Chase.
They don't want that.
They don't
They don't want Joey B, man. But the Bills, Josh Allen and the Bills. I'm not a fan of Josh Allen. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan. I don't watch Josh Allen.
You say I'm not. I don't watch him enough not to be a fan of him.
Nah, man. Like if his game is the game that's on TV, man, I'm gonna watch The Simpsons.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
Legend.
Yo.
Because I'm done with him. I'm done with him.
My God.
We back.
I'm done with him.
My God. Yes, sir.
Yo, Celtics. Right now, what are they doing in the East? Can any
I want to go back to.
you want to talk?
Allen?
You want?
Yeah, I want to talk Josh Allen.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I'm not as drastic as Petey,
I'm not studying that boy.
but
You feel the same?
but I don't. I mean, I don't see Buffalo going nowhere.
I'm trying to tell you.
Let's just break it down. I mean, are they going to win the AFC East? Yes, they will win the AFC
Of course,
East.
yeah.
Now, I mean, put them up against Pittsburgh. Do they win?
No,
Yes.
they don't. They don't beat Sierra's husband.
I don't think.
He ain't got a name.
The reason why
They don't be serious.
I say it's a big question mark because it's a low scoring game. They're not going to move the ball.
It's going to be 13-10 type of ball
They're not
game.
going to move the ball against Pittsburgh like that.
Yeah, it's 13-10 ball game, especially in the
and
wintertime.
then defensively, they really don't stop nobody. Not Buffalo. They really don't stop nobody. So
Neither do the Ravens.
So I'm just saying it's a question mark. That's all I'm saying.
The Ravens don't stop nobody.
Baltimore, right? Because of the way it looks right now, Pittsburgh, they're winning, right?
Right.
They're winning the AFC North.
Right.
So that puts Baltimore in that spot. Well, maybe they end up playing Baltimore. I mean, the Bills ain't
That's
beating
barbecue McRib for Josh Allen.
No.
But the Bills ain't beating Baltimore.
Why can't they?
It ain't happening.
Why can't they? Baltimore has trouble, and that's why Lamar Jackson has to play the way Lamar Jackson is playing because his defense is susceptible to big plays. So that's why Josh Allen
if
has a chance to beat the
Think of
Ravens.
it this way: if everything remained the same today,
Right. If the season was to end today.
you got the 4 conference winners, which would be Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Houston, and Kansas City.
Okay.
And then who are your players?
Broncos, Chargers, Ravens.
Okay.
And who are your wild cards? Right. Mm-hmm. Your wild cards are going to be the Chargers, the Ravens, and
Broncos.
either the Broncos or it's either the Broncos. It could. Well, right now it's the Broncos.
Right. So let's just go with today. So let's just
So
say the Broncos
right now
get
it's the
in.
Broncos.
Okay, let's say Broncos get
So
in.
how does that play out? Well, Kansas City going to get.
The bye.
They're going to get the bye.
Right.
Right. So then that puts them in that situation. Baltimore playing somebody.
No, yeah.
The Texans right now.
Right. So, so depending on how they play, maybe they play the Texans. If something changes, maybe they play somebody else.
I like the Texans in that matchup too.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. The Texans got 2 players leading right now in top 5 in sacks right now. They got
I'm with you.
Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson. They're both in the top in sacks.
Yeah.
So
It'll be a
defensively,
great
they
game,
can
but I
get
think
after
it'll be a
what's that
great
boy's
game,
name back there, Lamar Jackson.
They better hope somebody go V Live down there or something, man.
So,
We
but
about
at
that.
the end of the day, all I'm saying is that I don't think just strictly off of football, I do not think that Buffalo has enough to do anything to make any noise. And that there's no way that Josh Allen, because of that, Josh Allen he's not getting the MVP. He's not getting any of that. That's just not
AFC
gonna
Championship game is where you'll find us.
happen. It will not happen.
Are you
You're a Bills
Stop
fan
it.
now?
Hey, Q, you not great.
Truck.
Jump on her.
We winning, we riding. Truck, we winning, we riding, baby. Yeah, so we've been to AFC Championship game. Don't
All
worry
right,
about
whatever.
that. We'll be
You may
there.
be sitting home with Joe Burrow.
I can't wait to circle back
Here
to
we
this.
go. Don't throw Smoking Joe in there. Joe gonna get it. He gonna get in.
Joe ain't even going to the playoffs.
He's gonna get in.
How?
Getting what?
How?
The playoffs?
How?
He's sitting behind the Colts and the Dolphins and the Broncos right now.
That's a climb.
All right,
And this is week 13?
the Colts.
Okay.
They quarterback sub themselves out. Tua.
He did.
Tua can't fall off the bed.
Okay.
If he slips, their season's over.
This will be the first and
And then
only
the-
time I say this.
And then the-
Let's ride, Bronco Country.
Hey,
Let's ride. Come on. Hey, Ralph,
you
get your
go.
boys together.
sounding like Sierra's husband.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's ride. Let's ride. I can't wait till Josh Allen plays in the AFC Championship game.
That's not happening.
Man, I can't wait for this,
It's not.
boy. Wait, boy, y'all just go see.
Josh Allen's one.
Because that means Josh Allen's gonna have to beat the Ravens.
He can do that.
No,
He can do that.
he can't beat anybody in the playoffs.
Oh, gosh, the devil is alive.
And maybe the Texans. He
They
got to hope
may
he plays
not
the
even be able to
Texans.
beat the Chargers.
Yeah, he's not beating the Chargers.
I almost cussed because I was
He's
going to
not
say,
beating
now
Harbaugh.
y'all just effing with me. Y'all almost made me cuss on this.
No, Q. Like, they don't have no star power. They don't have anybody on the team that you have to game plan for. Josh Allen, man.
Oh, Amari Cooper.
Did the Chiefs have any star power on the offense outside of Pat Mahomes last year?
That's all they need.
Travis Kelce.
Who?
And Travis.
Hey, come on now.
Oh, you mean Taylor Swift's boyfriend?
Yeah.
You know. The
That boy who disappeared last year and is
Yeah.
still struggling
And
this
then
year? That boy?
Pacheco.
Man, ain't nobody got time to play
hold
checkers.
on. No. Pacheco's he's
And he's coming back.
Child, please. Nobody care
yeah.
about that.
Anyway,
He
Okay.
practiced today.
Okay, so while he was there, they were still barely winning. So, I mean.
Anyway, man, we're
what does
gonna
that
let
do?
it play out next.
What does that do, Pacheco?
Listen.
Pacheco as if they was blowing people out with him. But anyways, the Boston Celtics right now in the East. Is there any team that can dethrone the Boston Celtics in the East? Chuck.
the East.
In the East. I ain't worried about the West. We'll handle that, in June.
Philly's a train wreck.
Philly got a team? They got a team?
No.
No. I don't know what.
McClain.
Joel.
And that's their best player.
I don't know
Maxey.
what. I don't know what. Well, if I find out who the snitch is, I'm gonna
Yeah,
get him.
I know who the snitch is. Y'all just signed him over the summer.
Who?
They signed him over the summer.
Oh, Paul George.
Yeah, that's the snitch right there.
He
'Cause
went straight to the
He
pod,
went straight to the podcast. That's your snitch right there.
Hell.
So if he'll go to the podcast and tell the business, you think he ain't pillow talking behind the scenes? Yeah, that's your snitch right there, bro.
I mean, it is what it is. I do not. They have talent. I mean, they do. They do have talent, but I don't believe they're gonna be healthy. And I just can't figure it out. Like, I can't figure out how Joel Embiid went to the Olympics and played. After the Olympics, came home, lost 30 pounds before the season, and then barely got on the floor this season. I don't understand.
Tell him, Q. Explain to him why he lost that
We
weight.
talked about this last week, Chuck, while you was gone. And there was a certain individual who was sitting over there, and he said it has to do with a certain Instagram wife of Joel Embiid's as to why he's not
He's
performing.
stressed. It's home problem.
He said his home life is troubling the
What's
man.
wrong? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with his home? What?
He was at the Olympics and she was home. My man he can't even go. He shows up to practice late. He go to meetings late. Why? Because he don't even want to leave the house.
Why?
His wife, or whatever she is. That's what Pete's theory is.
Why?
Pete's working theory is Joel Embiid is on the Russell Wilson career arc right now.
Oh, you mean he humping and bumping?
Nah, he's not.
He said, well, you say that's the problem. He ain't. She is though.
She is.
Oh, so she out?
Running.
Oh.
Do you hear me?
She's a runner.
Running.
She's a track star.
Running.
This is
running
Pete's
like
working theory.
like a 3-year-old's nose outside in the cold.
This is Pete's working theory as to why Joel Embiid.
Again, as I always say, man, you got a lot of money out here, man. If they ain't acting right, man, just go ahead and cancel
married
them
her.
out. Man, I wouldn't give a flying.
What did Jay-Z say? Y'all be Chase some, I'll replay some.
Well, P, here's the thing. That's fine. He married her. Then he's a fool. If he ain't got no
Prenup.
he's a fool. He can marry whoever you want. You don't sign that prenup. And so if things
That's
go
why
south,
Steven Jackson didn't get married.
I love the prenup.
I mean, if you ain't gonna sign it, we ain't get married.
That's it.
But
You see
you don't
what
love
Steven
it.
Jackson? Steven
Steven
Jackson was at the
Jackson, Steven Jackson was at. She didn't want to sign the prenup. All right, well, we done then.
Oh, you don't love me.
We done.
The Kim Mutombo too, right?
We done with
Said it was
I mean, it's like, well, you don't love me. It has nothing to do with love. Listen, man.
This is a business transaction.
Is a business transaction. Period.
She won.
Well, clearly. So anyway, Q, back to your question. So now you got the Knicks.
Right.
We just got to see what that looks like. Brunson he's doing what he does. Because you got Cat on the team, Brunson is not as dominant as he was. Not that he's not putting up numbers. It's just when
he's still averaging
it's
close
just
to
when
30.
he had Randall and they had DiVincenzo. Scoring can come from a lot of different places.
They can attack you from all over the court.
And now it's basically,
Brunson,
Cat. And then, Brunson, Cat, however that goes, on a daily basis. So you just got to kind of see. Mikal Bridges, he's there, but he's quiet.
Do you think it's because he's struggling as to why he's quiet, or is it just the offense as to why he's quiet? Or maybe a combination of both?
I mean, I just think it's an adjustment right now.
Okay.
I still think. I mean, we're probably 18 games in.
Were we expecting Brooklyn Nets Markel Bridges, and we shouldn't have been because he's a third option?
He's
now.
a third option. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
I would have never expected him to play like he was the number one.
When I say we, I don't mean us. I mean just like the general
I'm just saying,
public.
I mean, you know, anything from a basketball perspective, you would have never thought that he would be a number one
because
option.
I'm like, why are people like saying he's struggling, but he's the third? He went from being the number one to having any shot to now. He got to get in where. Of course, he's going to struggle. Yeah,
but see, for me, I never liked the trade in the first place. I did.
No team got a gain from it.
I didn't like the trade. Actually, I think Minnesota's taking steps backwards. Personally.
Oh, they are
8-9.
Oh, Anthony Edwards loves it. I can have every shot I want.
Yeah, but he didn't. That's
no. I understand he didn't want to trade himself.
He don't like
but
the trade because it's not. It's not going to help them win
at all. They went backwards.
Right. So I mean, when you really think about the production that New York was getting last year and how they made the playoffs and how they was doing what they were doing, you know, it's almost like, okay, well, why would you break that up? The continuity and everything that was there.
That's a great question.
You know,
man.
You should keep that. So they thought, in my opinion, that they would bring Cat in, and Cat was pretty much going, make up for that change in continuity, but then at the same time be able to put up the same type of numbers. I mean, he's got some games where he puts up some numbers, but I think in the East, man, Boston's a juggernaut right now because with Philly doing what they're doing and not being able to produce, that's just putting Boston.
I think they're like 2-12 or 2-13 right now at this point.
Philly couldn't compete with Boston even if they were.
Yeah, I think right now, barring injuries, I don't see anything that's going to happen in the East. I mean, Cleveland came out; they're playing well.
They went 15-0,
and then they lost
by the Celtics.
Without Porzingis.
Without Porzingis.
So the question is, can the Cavs, can the Knicks beat the Celtics
in a
7-game series?
Negative.
Right now, as we speak, I would say no. But as we know,
especially the way Jason Tatum, and I'm not the biggest Jason Tatum fan either, but the way he's been playing, no.
But
changed that shot,
man, that helped a whole lot.
But I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to in the 7-game series. I don't think anybody's got the manpower to deal with it, but we just don't know what's going to happen by the time May and June runs right. So who's going to be healthy, who's not?
You're right.
If fully healthy, it's Celtics and everybody else in the East.
It's Celtics and everybody else in the NBA.
You think so?
1,000%.
I don't know if I would go that far.
With Porzingis coming back, the Celtics in a 7-game series, there's not a team put together that can beat them.
Repeat.
Ooh, that's tough. And I'm talking about it's going to be something like they might lose 2 games in the playoffs type deal. They might.
You don't think OKC can give them everything they want?
OKC's too young and no.
I think OKC can give them what they want.
OKC cannot give.
Yeah, OKC is deep. They got star power. They got Chet Holmgren for Porzingis.
Right.
They SGA for what's that boy's name? Jason Tatum. So they got. I think OKC can get with them.
Those that want any Jason Tatum. They got Drew Holiday.
That's the other way around.
Drew Holiday over here. The Celtics.
The only Holiday I know is the dude who sung that song "Will Put You to Bed." That's the only thing I know.
Well, he's the glue that holds the whole thing together because that young man. Well,
I think the other side to it too is that the Celtics have an easier way.
Of course, with that.
Whereas in the West, everybody's gonna get beat up.
You're gonna get beat up, and then when you get to the playoffs, you're gonna get beat up even more.
I mean, because now when you start looking at everything for what it is, it's like, okay, yeah, you got Joker, but Joker's missing pieces. He can't do it.
Nuggets
by
don't
himself.
look right now.
Yeah, he can't do it by himself. Jamal Murray's gonna give him what he gives him, but that's about it.
Who?
Russell
Wilson.
Westbrook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Westbrook.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Golden State, barring some type of trade, they're not going to do no noise. The Lakers, barring some type of trade, they're not going to make no noise. Sacramento's not going to make any noise. I mean, they're just going to beat up on each other. Luka's hurt right now.
So you saying Celtics and everybody else too? Like everybody else?
I'm a Lakers guy, so I'm always going. I don't care what the situation is.
I was wondering where I'm going to ask where your loyalty was.
I'm going to root for everybody over the Celtics.
Okay.
That's how I'm going to root for.
I was wondering.
But if I just take my emotion out of it and look at it from a basketball perspective, it's going to be very difficult.
I was going to take your Lakers card.
It's going to be very, very difficult in order for somebody to beat Boston. I'm not saying that it can't happen. You got to see how it's going to play out. You got to see, because there's going to be trades. There's going to be things that are going to happen. You got to see how it's going to play out. Everybody thought that Milwaukee, we could segment into that. everybody thought that Milwaukee was going to go ahead and trade Giannis or trade Dame. Now that I think they won
4 out of the last 5,
maybe
or something
5,
like
or
that,
maybe
5 in a row.
6, something like that.
I don't even know if it's them. I think it's coaching, but go ahead, though.
I mean, it could be coaching, but I just feel like with the Bucks, it's the style of basketball that they play. I mean, give Giannis the ball and get out of the way. I don't see how that works. Now, could that be a coaching thing? Because clearly it's worked before and they won a championship, so you could be right. It could be some type of coaching stuff.
Because they was 33-15, I want to say. Somebody fact checked me on with Adrian Griffin when they fired him and brought in Doc, and then all they've been doing is losing since they got Doc.
So, again, then you got Dame there. Again, do I think that they have enough to win? Absolutely not.
Nah.
They do not have enough to win. Can they make some noise? I don't think so, because I don't think they can stay healthy enough.
Is Dame done? Dame Prime's on?
He had 25 in the first half last night.
I don't think he's done. I mean, I think, actually, to be honest with you, I don't think he's playing hard. I think he's coasting because he ain't got to play
You think he
hard.
don't want to be there, so.
I ain't going to say that. I'm
Okay.
just saying because of how Giannis plays.
It kinda-
he don't
okay, I
have,
see what you're
like
saying. Yeah.
Dame ain't got to drive to the hole. He ain't got to get knocked down. All he got to do is sit out there and wait for the ball to come
I
to
got
him,
you.
and he put up a shot. Right. So I don't think he's even really playing that hard. But when you ain't got Chris Middleton, you made some of the other trades and stuff that you did. I just don't. I don't know. You brought in. It could be coaching. You brought in Darvin Ham. You know how terrible he was out in L.A.
They got Doc and Darvin Ham
And now
on
you
your
bring
bench.
him out there and put him on the coaching staff out there in the Bucks. I mean, who knows? But the question is, do you trade Giannis or do you trade Dame?
It depends. It depends on what Milwaukee's trying to do. If Milwaukee's trying to win, you trade Dame. If you're trying to rebuild, you trade Giannis because you can get more back for Giannis. So it depends on what direction Milwaukee's trying to go in. If they're trying to compete, you trade Dame. If you're trying to rebuild, you trade Giannis.
I mean, do you trade him to Golden State and then
No.
for Wiggins?
I ain't helping y'all out. I'm trading him to
You
Portland.
don't want Giannis to go anywhere.
You don't want him to stay in the East.
Because
trading
you
him to
put
Portland.
You put Giannis on any team in the NBA, and they have a chance.
It's like the LeBron effect,
I
right?
think
You put LeBron anywhere,
I
they're a
don't
playoff
agree with-
contender.
I don't agree. I think it depends on the team.
You think so? So
If you send
question.
Giannis to Golden State is now the front runner in the West. If you send Giannis,
But I think the game changed. I don't think that trade works for Golden State
'Cause of style?
because Giannis don't play Golden State type of basketball, so I don't see how that trade works. I mean, think about how
he
they
don't,
play.
he don't shoot the jumper.
No, it ain't even that. I mean, think about how they
because it's more free flowing.
Yeah, think how they move the ball, how they set picks, how they do. He don't fit into that whole that whole type of play that they have, and that's what I mean by that. Because it's like, are we going to take Giannis and put Giannis in and say, okay, we're going to change our team philosophy around Giannis?
That-
because that's
yeah,
what you're gonna have to do.
they wouldn't do that.
So that means Giannis has to change around them, and I don't think that he fits in Golden State.
Run the floor,
Okay.
run the secondary break, right?
Giannis is going to have to get his off the glass.
Draymond now either has to move out to the perimeter and be the
Facilitator?
the forward point guard, giving Giannis a whole half of the floor to work with Steph on the other side.
You saying it can work, but it takes a lot to
it's
work.
gonna be moving pieces.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
going to take a lot for it to work, in my opinion.
But with you, if Giannis was to go to the Warriors would
Send him to
be,
San Antonio Wemby.
That'd be nice.
Nah, man, I'm not a Wemby fan.
You're not a what?
No.
Pete, man, what is going? What?
I don't see it.
You don't see what? I know, Chuck. I know, baby.
I mean,
know.
it's just.
I know, baby.
I mean,
I'm stressed too, man.
I'm gonna see him tonight, man. They play the Lakers tonight, man. We'll see. We'll
The
see.
Spurs?
The Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs play the Lakers tonight.
We got the Spurs and then OKC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm just.
We might come out at 0-2.
Wemby,
No, I mean, or a logical trade, which will not happen, would be for him to go if you're going in the West,
Right.
would be for him to go somewhere like Houston, but they're not going to make that trade.
what about Sacramento?
I like that. You would have to give up Sabonis, though.
Oh, how you want me to wrap him up?
What you want? Green paper? You want a bowl? Like,
how you want me to deliver
To me, the trade that's there that nobody's talking about.
Charlotte?
To me, no,
Charlotte and LaMelo.
Oklahoma City.
because they got the
the picks
and they have
got
assets.
everything.
Yeah,
They got the assets.
So you moving who
I don't know who. I don't know who you're
Oh.
gonna move. I'm just saying you have the assets and everything to make that happen. They're young. They're gonna run. They ain't got that big presence in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It can work there.
Ooh, SGA, Chet, and Giannis. That's nice. Well, if I'm done, I tell them, look, SGA and Chet. Outside of them, you can have anybody you want. You can have anybody you want.
But the thing is, they got picks.
That's what I'm saying.
They got a plethora of picks.
Shout out to the Clippers.
So the Clippers, they done.
Shout out.
They
got James Harden.
Hey, maybe they're trading for Kawhi.
You better off trading. You better off trading for the dude in his seat right here.
I mean, the Clippers are done. I mean, they had their run. They opened up a new arena, and then
they ain't got nobody to put in there.
So that means they great do something that new arena, and then they said
they did.
But what they gonna do, Petey? They ain't got no. What they gonna do? Who they gonna give up? They ain't got nobody.
They ain't got nobody want.
What they gonna do?
They ain't got nobody know what. And the dude that they do have that somebody want don't play.
Yeah, they don't.
So ain't nothing you can do. That's what I'm saying. So what you stuck.
So that's not gonna happen. So
you stuck with James Harden. Good luck.
So again, you start going through the way. He ain't going to no Memphis, right?
No.
Right. Dallas. He ain't going to Dallas, right? Okay. Maybe he go to Portland. I have no idea.
Before we get out of here, real quick,
New Orleans.
Ooh, I like that. If Dame and Giannis don't get to the Eastern Conference Finals, are they blowing this up at the end of the year? They go out. Let's say they go out second round.
They're not gonna make it to Eastern Conference Final. This is blown up. This is over with.
I mean, they could get hot. They could get hot.
It's not gonna matter.
They don't have the talent.
I mean, I first of all, basketball wise, do I think they get to the Eastern Conference Finals? No, because I don't even think they can beat the Knicks. I mean, just being honest with you, I don't think they can beat the Knicks. And to be honest with you, take it one step further. I mean, Philly will make the playoffs, but they ain't gonna beat Philly.
I don't even think Philly make the playoffs. I think
Orlando will give them a run.
Orlando will give them a run.
I think Philly done.
I mean, so I just don't do. Here's the problem that they got there. Like, they really don't have anything to give up other than the players. That's it. Like, they ain't got much movement.
I got
in
you.
Milwaukee.
They ain't got no
they
trade,
they gotta
picks.
they gotta find the right situation, the right teams to be involved where they can move and match salaries and do all of that to move either one of those dudes.
I know a team in California who can make that happen.
I do too.
I know. Rob Pelinka, get on your job.
But which would you want?
Between Giannis or who?
Or Dame?
Oh, give me Giannis.
Yeah, I'm taking Giannis.
Give me Giannis. Give me Giannis. Give me Giannis. Because LeBron's about to be on his way out. So then I can have AD and Giannis for the future.
I'm with you. So what are you going to do?
See what I'm saying?
So you going to have Giannis playing the 5?
AD and Giannis on the same floor together?
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
No, AD, bro. I know I told you want to play the 5, but you're going to have to bump over. I'm going to put AD at the 5 and Giannis at the 4.
Hey, they'll both be in the paint fighting. Yeah, it ain't it.
It's going to work. We'll figure it out.
I think
Me and JJ will figure it out.
I think they end up going getting Dame before they get Giannis. That's what I think.
You can't add Dame to the Lakers.
That's what I think.
Bye, D-Lo.
Your thought process is correct.
Right.
To build around them if something like that was to happen.
Right.
But in terms of the fit,
it don't make sense. Don't make dollars. Don't make sense.
Yeah, you gotta go get Dame.
Man, but we get ready to get on up out of here. Thank you everybody who tuned in to another great show Beyond the Game. Appreciate everybody who shared it. Happy holidays to everybody. Get your turkey on, get your dressing on, whatever you eat. Hope you enjoy watching some good football.
Illinois playing Arkansas tonight.
Who is?
Illinois, since y'all give me such a hard time by Illinois, they playing Arkansas. They both 5.
Y'all gonna win? Y'all gonna win?
I have no idea.
We get up out of here. But as always, treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We're about to stay, y'all. Peace.
I have no idea.